I'm hoping Halle Berry gonna call in and be like, "Who is the sexy Kappa?"
But like me.
We live, y'all. Let me just double check, but I think we live now. Yep.
And they got Baker Mayfield out here looking like Joe Montana.
Yeah.
All right, what's up, everybody? Let me just get through the formalities here. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe, like, share, all that. Help us grow this channel. So today is our final episode of season 1. Just going to kind of do a recap, talk about the season, kind of give more information on ourselves, some background of each individual, myself, Marvin, and Vince. So go ahead, Marvin or Vince, whatever you guys want to start off. Just give a little background.
All right, I'll start off.
No, I was just saying what's good to y'all, my guys. I thought we say what's up to each other.
Yeah,
first.
what's up? I mean, we live now, so it's going, however you guys want to do it. But good to see you guys as always. We've been talking earlier than that, so I kind of I forgot about it. But hi for the YouTube people. Hello, everyone.
No, but I start off from Detroit. Played at Detroit Persian. I think I could call myself a philanthropist, a community involvement guy, mentor, all the above. I guess that's it.
Okay. Go ahead, Vince.
I'm from Detroit as well. Went to Martin Luther King High School, graduated from Martin Luther King. Played college basketball at Austin Peay State University. Thought I was going to play in the NBA. It didn't happen. But fortunately for me, my father he had started midnight basketball in Detroit. So I think that's where I found my true calling in coaching. And I've been a basketball junkie my entire life, a sports junkie actually. But I would say I'm a college basketball coach waiting for my next opportunity.
Right on. So, yeah, I'm from Detroit as well. A little bit well-traveled. I went to King. Went to private school as well. Also, never played any, pro or high level as far as basketball. I mean, I played in high school, played on like some rec leagues, things of that nature. But I've always had an affinity for sports, mostly basketball, football. I also went to film school, shot my man Vince here's video with another guy, the fam. Those were the days, I thought I was going to, well, I mean, I still am doing something, but of course I had ideas of being, the next big director. But we get it in how we can get it, and this is something that I do enjoy doing as far as with film and producing shows, and that's pretty much it. I mean, as far as I am a philanthropist as well. Me and Marvin, we have a nonprofit together that we fed over. I mean, how many families do you think we've fed over the past 4 years, Marvin? At least over 1,000, right? 2,000 or so.
I would say probably in the 3,000-4,000.
Yeah, 3,000-4,000. Yeah. So we like to give back. We all have our own walks of life. And we're obviously we're more fortunate, but we like to give back because of that. We all come from I don't want to say bad, but less fortunate circumstances at one point in our lives, right? I came from a single family home. I'm grateful for my mom and the ability for her to be able to afford to put me into private schools and get an education. But it doesn't mean that I didn't struggle. So, I still had, the challenges of growing up in the inner city. So, now that that we're doing well, it's good to give back. But other than that,
Absolutely.
that's pretty much else that's going on with me. So let's just get into the show.
Talking about private school, that's why he's the director.
Don't go there, man. Like, don't necessarily mean that, man. You got talent everywhere, but
you got Persian King Private School. Who's the director? I don't know.
Right. But let me say this though. I did get help, so it wasn't like she was able to do that all on her own. But and I'm not like trying to defend myself, but I'm proud of who I am. But it is always that stigma though. Oh, he went to private school. That don't necessarily.
I always said I wish I could have went to private school. Right. At the end of the day, you can't, and that's one thing as what we do sometimes in the African American community. It's downplay it, but at the same time, shoot, I wish I could have. Don't get me wrong, I learned a lot in Persian, but I'm pretty sure if I went to a private school, I would have probably been way more prepared to go to college, if that makes sense.
Yeah, maybe we can do a show on that, because that is a topic that is in the Black community, So, but anyway, let's just stay on topic. I mean, this live, we're going to probably be all over the place. This is our first live, but let's get back to the show, guys. So, give me you guys' what show what episode did you like the most? Whoever want to start off.
I'll start it off. I think probably the show that I expected to be a good show, but I had no idea that it was going to hit me as hard as it did was the Terrence Wheeler show. Man, to just hear his background and his story, and I've heard him talk before, but I mean that was just something different. It was amazing, unbelievable. It was.
I would say that one is in my top 3 for sure. My top 2 is probably Benny and then also A-Dub. Just the reason why Benny, man, a legend, man. Benny, like I said, even when we was interviewing Benny, man, Benny came on 6 Mile and Hub to sit in my mama's living room to try to convince my mom to let me come to King. And then when I didn't come to King, Benny still came on 6 Mile and Hub and still kicked it. You know what I'm saying? You can't teach that, man. And then just through my life, Benny has taught me little nuggets, or we always stay in contact with each other. So I'll say Benny was probably number 2. And then I would say A-Dub was number 1 just because of the relationship we have and how influential he is in my life, because that is one of my mentors. So for us to get him on, and then Keith, Kay, every Persian person we'd have had on here, or even not Persian person, all have high praises for him. So I would say that would be my top 3. What about you, Craig?
Well, from a producer standpoint, the Terrence Wheeler, I really wish that we didn't have the connection and the stuttering problem as far as with the video. We definitely need to get him back on. So I do like the Terrence Wheeler. I like the Kay Felder interview.
Yeah, Kay too.
And our very first video, actually, the Knicks video.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
I really did enjoy that. And then our latest one with Cerise Bass, that was actually a really
motivational.
That didn't even really, from an editing standpoint, I mean, it was pretty easy for me. That was like probably one of the easiest videos where I really didn't have to touch it. It was like a natural flowing conversation, and that's always a good thing, because then it's more genuine. It doesn't seem like we're trying to just make up questions or whatever you want to call it. It actually flowed pretty well. So those are in my top 5, if you will. So moving forward though, when we're going to be going on to season 2, as we focused on season 1, what happened to Vince?
I don't know.
Oh, technical difficulties again. Hold on, let's see if we can get him back in here. But I guess I'll just keep continuing on. But we more focused on Detroit sports, people who played here or had some kind of connection here. Mostly Persian, obviously, because we have the connection with Big Marv over here. He has that connection. But they were all good interviews. But the second season, I think what we're going to more focus on is we're going to still do sports, but we're going to kind of branch out into different aspects of life. We'd like to get maybe some of these like Detroit clothing, some representatives in government, just pretty much anything, but still kind of focus on sports and then kind of interject like different aspects of life. Who do we had? We had somebody. Then we confirmed with the guys over at Wealthy, right?
Yeah, he just Cuddy. He just waiting on us.
Okay.
I know I sent him a long time ago, but I'll reach out to him.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, there was always that talk in our group chat, as far as how we wanted to go. But from a producer standpoint, I was just kind of looking at the lineup of our interviews, and I didn't really want to change it because, like I said, a lot of our interviews dealt in basketball. So it was just kind of like, all right, we've done 7, 8 episodes of basketball focus. It would just kind of, in my opinion, kind of would have thrown off the whole vibe of that first season if we just switched it up. So that's what I'm saying. Second season, we're going to go ahead and just, get into different hold on. This is
just get different people with different aspects of life on the podcast.
Right. It's still kind of focusing on the sports. Oh, here he is. He's in the waiting room right now.
Yeah, then you got to think about it like this too, man. Just because you do different things in your life doesn't mean that you're not a sports fan.
Exactly.
So Joel is a big sports fan.
Yeah, I would love to get him
Cuddy.
Mm-hmm.
Cuddy is a big sports fan, and he's actually for our Detroit listeners, he's actually JR's manager. So he's a Detroit Raptors manager as well. So they got their hands in a lot of things, and that's what you want to teach.
And I would have.
You can't.
Oh, go ahead, Mark. My bad.
No, I'm just saying you just want to teach people to have your hands more than one cookie jar, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. And so that's actually a good. Well, let's first welcome Vince back. What you got?
No, down here in Texas, man, we had a surge. Power went out.
Oh, for real? Damn.
Yeah.
Oh man. So, to segue what you just said, as I was editing, throughout our season 1, notice your favorite catchphrase, Marvin, is "that makes sense."
And it's right. I use that, man. I be catching myself. I be saying it at work all the time. It's like, yeah, it does make sense, and I be seeing myself just catching myself saying it so much.
I wanted to put together like a montage of it, but I'll just call it what it is. I got lazy. I didn't really want to go through all the footage, but maybe I will one day. We'll do a montage of how many times you've said it. But it's funny, but it got me to thinking like we were going to probably do a segment for season 2 called "If That Makes Sense," kind of comparable to our bench cut start. Where we'll take a wacky sports story or any kind of story and, we'll say if that makes sense and have you guys debate it. I think that'll be kind of entertaining.
For sure. We lost Vince again, too, by the way.
Oh, man.
But like you said, we can still keep it going because we are live. So when he just pop in and out, just forgive us, guys. He's in Texas and they're having a big power outage out. So please forgive us.
So yeah, speaking of that, like I said, we'd love to get so the next episode or next season we'll be doing like I said, we'd love to get Jules on here, the Wealthy. We was also looking at some guy from Four Tops. Who was it again? I can't remember which one it was.
I can't remember either.
Yeah, I think Vince had that. We'll also be looking to bring on a guy by the name of Dave Charter, who runs OHF or is it OHS Oakland Fieldhouse out in Rochester. Good guy. Amazing facility. For those who want to know what it is, kind of comparable to what maybe like a basketball city where they can come and get
like that.
Yeah. But they also have training. I mean, they got like the arcade style, like I don't even know what to call it.
Workout equipment.
Yeah, like I mean, it's like you throw bounce passes and it tells you how off you are, or when you shoot your arc and the amount of force. I mean, it was really a nice little setup, So
it really getting you ready for the NBA because they do that analytics. Analytics is so important now in the NBA. So it really is training kids and teenagers just to be more precise, to be more analytical, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, so those are some of the people that we're going to try to get on.
We're gonna get Q. I'm gonna call Q too. LaQuisha Whitfield. I went to Michigan and played with Reese.
Yep.
So, and like you said, we just gotta mix it up too. Like you said, get more women on there. I'm gonna try to get Coach Tate as well, all-time leading scorer at Cass Tech. But she bad. So, like you said, I'm trying to get more women too, because people want to. We got to make it more.
Diverse.
I don't know the word. Yeah, diverse for sure.
Yeah, diverse. So, Vince, who was the guy from Four Tops that you were talking about? Welcome back again. Oh, it looked like he dropped out again.
Four Tops. His father was one of the original founding members, and once his father passed, he joined the group.
Okay, so it's the son of one of the members from Four Tops.
What?
He was froze, bro. And then
I was.
Yeah, then I hear anything else you say after that.
Oh, I said.
He said what?
His name is Roquel. His father was one of the founding members, and once his father passed, he took his father's position with the Four Tops.
And then we got DC. If you watching this, man, we need you on the show, man. DC.
Yeah, we'd like to get DC on there. Yeah.
Oh, Cotty King. Cotty King represents Kronk Jim from Detroit all day.
Okay, yeah, we can get him in. Yep.
My guy, one of the best to do it. I call him Champ. We got to get Cotty King on.
Okay.
For sure.
And then also, I think we're going to focus on some of the youth too. Get those guys on there. Some of the high school basketball players, women and men or boys or whatever you want to call it. You had one, Vince, right? And then also maybe get some of our prior guests who have done it at a high level to kind of maybe give some advice to some of these youngsters. As far as
absolutely.
So I'm going to look at doing that, connecting that, making bridges.
Got Sydney Boykin and Kayla Howe, two of the best young ladies. Ellie Trenton. Those are three young ladies that are coming up that are doing big things.
Okay.
That to meet and talk with somebody like Reese Dad, man, that's huge. That's huge for them. Because like Reese said, I think Reese made a huge point when she said, as she was growing up, she wasn't able to talk to or see anybody, from the women's side that was doing it like that. So in order to give them that perspective, I think that'd be huge.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Reach one, teach one. That's
exactly.
Absolutely. But there's some things, man, that I like. One of the things I wish we could have covered is like me and Skip getting more into basketball, because there's, I don't knock anybody's hustle, but I hear things on other shows, like Skip and Shannon Sharp. I love both of them. I love their show, but neither one of them were basketball players. So I can see them struggling in areas like when Skip said, oh, it looked like LeBron didn't want to come to the ball or whatever. No, it was a pin down screen. If his man stayed with him, then, Anthony Davis is going to be wide open. If they went to help, then he was going to cut to the basket. I mean, it was a simple pin down screen, but neither one of them knew that terminology. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And that's another good segue. I'm glad you guys are helping me out with moderating this live, is that I think that's the next step as well for the season 2. I don't know if it'll be a part of our, podcast or YouTube channel, as far as I don't know if we're going to maybe do a second channel or offer the content all on one. But one thing I would like to do is, being that we all are from Detroit, is to cover the Pistons. There's a space for it out here in YouTube. I mean, there's and I know that we can bring added value to the already standing community. I mean, we have people like Everything King, Detroit Drew. Some people say Crispy Flakes. I don't know if these names mean anything to you guys, but I am a YouTube advocate. I like it. It's a good place to get information from. But I think we can bring some good value to that community, being that Vince, as you being a head coach, and then Marvin, you doing it at the highest level. Had it not been for your situation, I might not even know you, bro. You know what I mean? So I think we have a good knowledge base that we can offer some, so we're just not pulling things out of our ass, basically. We have people here who have done it at a high level, and then for one reason or another, they're just not at the highest level, but again, it doesn't invalidate.
Right.
So I would like to do that, start covering the Pistons mainly, but also just covering the NBA. You know, let's use that knowledge that you guys have when it comes to basketball, you know, to put out a secondary or independent, you know, from the, you know, the big box store or big box channels, you know, so just like you said with Skip and Bayless, ESPN and all of that. Because I think this, you know, in this day and age, people are looking for that now, you know, I mean, with people working from home and having more access to YouTube and these other platforms, you know, I think we can carve a nice space, you know, for us in there. So.
Absolutely. And we got the perfect perspective. You know, you got a point guard and you got a big man. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what you need when it comes to basketball. You know, I'll toss it into him, let him do the heavy work when it gets tough.
and then when I'm in the trenches and they triple and quadruple team, you pass it back out for the shot.
There it is. There it is.
So what else, guys? Anything else you guys want to touch on, or what else would you like to see for season 2? Or let me ask this actually. Let me start over. There was some talk that I got some feedback, some constructive criticism about my energy. So, like, I get it. I can be kind of mellow, but you know, that is my personality. You know, I'm not loud or, you know, but I will take that criticism and definitely try to work on that for season 2, being more involved. But again, like I said, my passion is the producing, the editing, putting the shows together. You know, that's why I got these guys, because I know they have big personalities, you know. I'm kind of more of a chill, laid back type of guy. But again, if I'm going to be on the show, I do need to make some changes, and it's not about how I feel, you know, it's about making people who watch this want to watch it, you know. So if it takes me, you know, coming out of my shell, which I know that I can do, but again, never was my thing to really be on television. I like more of or any kind of front, as far as the recognition to me has never been that. Like, I just rather just be in the background, you know, making it happen. So, but again,
but I don't even know if it's more or less a coming out your shell, because I mean, I've always known you as a funny guy. I mean, you know, funny, gregarious, entertain. You know, we have fun. And I just think people need to see that.
But that's in my personal life, right? So, like, again,
right.
You know, so it's that fine line. I am a more private person. So, you know, it's just really showing that and letting other people see that, you know. Right. But again, like, I just feel more comfortable because you guys are my guys, you know. So me, I'm just more of an even tone when I'm in public, you know. But I think I'm doing all right now, you know what I mean? So,
Absolutely.
But what else do you guys think that we can improve on actually with the show? Do you think that we need to improve on the quality maybe? At some point, maybe, you know, I think Marvin, you got the little light. You got the light now. Did you get your light yet, Vince?
It's on order, baby.
It's on order? All right.
Hey, but I think for our first season of a startup podcast starting from nothing, and I think a lot of this actually has to do with you. You know, I think we're a lot more professional than most. Okay. I think, you know, people who have seen our podcast have loved it. You know, I've got nothing but positive feedback. People, you know, they think it's informative. And I tell you, I hear a lot of people that like the fact that they're like, man, you guys are always positive. All your guests are positive. You know, you're not just doing dumb stuff for the sake of dumb stuff, trying to get views. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I think people appreciate what we're doing.
But one thing I will say, guys, if you're listening or if you do watch this, please subscribe. I mean, like you said, we do need views and all that. That is a part of the YouTube game. We want to grow this. So, you know, we do need people to subscribe and like and comment, you know, and engage with us. And, you know, we want to be engaging, you know, we want to engage back with you guys. And I'll put the number in. I don't know if anyone to call. It looks like we have maybe one person watching now. But yeah, we want to be interactive with you guys. So, you know, let's talk sports or whatever it may be.
What can help us grow us as well, is using our faculties. You know, like I tell you, good friend of mine, coach college football. He was Michael Vick's running back, Marcus Gildersleeve, Coach Gildersleeve. Mm-hmm. This guy has endless football knowledge, and he explains the game so simple. Like I talk to him a lot about a lot of football stuff, especially when I don't understand it. And the way he explains it makes it so simple. Like, oh, okay. I guess how we would explain basketball, Mark, and utilizing some people like that. Bring them on. If we're going to talk football, bring on somebody like that.
Yeah.
Because,
One thing too, I think, like you said, I think we had these conversations privately, but I know one thing for sure is we got to be more consistent. We got to be more consistent. That's one thing. Another thing we need to do, I think we need to, I know we all got stuff going on in our life too, but I think we need to prepare more, and then also just use the social media. Like for instance, like I know when I watch Drink Champs or knuckleheads and stuff like that, they get interaction from their fans. Hey, what questions do you want us to ask this person? I think we just probably should be prepared a week or two in advance to give time for us to go to social media, see what questions they want to, what questions they got for the person that we got coming on, who they want to see come on. But like you said, just to rewind it though, man, for us just doing this first season, first podcast, I think we did good, to be honest with you. I really can't say too much because at the end of the day, shoot, you got to start somewhere.
Right. Yeah, and I think overall it has been positive. And we've been consistent, but like you said, Mark, I think, we need to get our guests, lock it up, have a set time and date, and then start promoting that through that week. What do you want to hear? What questions should we ask? Get more, like I said, we want to be more interactive with our current following and hopefully grow that even more. So,
and the last thing I want to say too, while we live, man, anybody watching this, man, it's all positivity on this podcast, man. We all go through stuff. We ain't here to try to get clickbait or to try to make somebody feel bad. It's all love. It's all positive. We don't care about what you've been through, because shit, all three of us been through stuff. So with that being said, man, this ain't what that podcast is about, man. It's about, and I hate copywriting other people's stuff, but it's like giving people their flowers while they're still alive. Because at the end of the day, I know this for myself, man. Sometimes we don't live in the moment, like Reese said. And then afterwards, when you gone and in heaven or wherever you believe you go after that, then you see when you die, that's when you get all your, oh, you was just a good person. You was a good basketball player, one of the baddest motherfuckers. You hear that after you gone. And people need to hear that, man, because it's a bad MFers in this world, man. But people be so, I won't even say scared to give people their roses. It ain't like you jocking them or what's the word? I forgot the words the kids use now, but it's okay to big up somebody. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like you degrading yourself, or it's okay to say, you know what, Craig, you was a bad motherfucker, man. The way you did this and the way you did that, man, I admire you. It's nothing wrong with admiring your peers, man. And I think society's set up where you become a phony, or you ain't real if you admire somebody that's the same age as you or even younger than you.
Well, because I think life is always about a competition. I mean, and that's not, I mean, yes, it's competition, but just because you tell someone, like you said, hey, you're doing a great job, you can learn from that, even in a competition, to get to where maybe that person's at. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're not going to be where they're going to be. I think, like you said, we just need to give people their roses while they're alive. You know what I mean? Like give them their flowers while they're alive.
I think that was well said, Scott. I mean, I agree with you 100%. 100%. And I think we need more of that.
And then one thing else too, I do not like for instance, if you got information that can help somebody, don't avoid them. Help your brother, help your sister. So what if they become better than you? That's the goal. You want to help people become better than what they were, man. Stop hiding information. Stop acting like you can't help somebody, man. Because in this world, everybody needs somebody.
Yeah.
So I mean, because if you look at now, go back to exactly what I was talking about. Terrence Wheeler and Kay Felder both came on this show, and two of the biggest things were their giveaways, their camps, things that they do, and both of them were like, hey. With y'all's nonprofit, if we can put something in your book bag, to help, let us know, because it's all about, like Terrence said, maybe you can help the East Side, maybe he can help Southwest Detroit, maybe I can help Texas, whatever, it's everybody reach one to teach one.
Yeah, and people just like I don't, and like you said, I really don't know where it comes from, but people be subconsciously selfish. Like for instance, if I always say this, man, and anybody I meet, Vince, you can even vouch for this. I always before if it's anything I can ever do for you, give me a call, shoot me a text. I always say that to everybody, but and then sometimes people try to test you on that, and they see like I'm really genuine when I say stuff like that.
Mhm.
But it just be so crazy how people are so selfish and so selfish, man. It's a crazy world we live in. With
Yeah,
that.
I think, but with that is it's always self. I mean, just people want to take care of self first, but when you do that, you pretty much what I'm saying is that you do take care of yourself, but at the end of the day, to move society forward, everyone needs to be doing okay. I mean, if people are struggling, society is not going to function well.
Absolutely. Military strategy. If you have to climb on my shoulders to get up,
exactly.
I know you'll pull me up once you get there. But we got to get you up there.
Right.
Yeah, so, and that's the thing. A person that get on your shoulders, get over that wall, and leave you stranded.
Yeah.
No, for real. They get on your shoulders, get over that wall, and then look at you like you crazy because you mad because they ain't pull you over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, like you said, it's just life, man, and especially y'all two brothers, man. I know for a fact, man. I know I know with Korea for sure, and I had never reached out to you yet, Vince, but I said yet, I will. But it's just like you said, when you just got to have a tight knit relationship, man. And I ain't saying be the type of person that call on somebody all the time. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because at some point in time, I always say this, man. Every friendship relationship is a push pull. Mm-hmm. So if somebody feel like they pulling more than somebody pushing, it's always gonna be some tension. Mm-hmm. But if you call on me when I need you and I call on you when you need me, the relationship always gonna be like that. But like you said, no more preaching from.
All right, so season 2, like I said, we'll probably start shooting. We're gonna get our schedule together and be like I said, more promoting it on social media. So we're gonna start getting that together. I guess maybe we can look at possibly right before the Christmas holiday, maybe try to shoot one. So I'm thinking that the next episode will probably drop. Like I said, well, right before Christmas, right? Well, let's see, because what is it? The
day's the 6th.
6th. So yeah. So we'll get into production now. Actually, probably after we get off of this, we'll kind of start maybe chopping it up and getting the first interview. Like I said, I think actually what our first interview is going to be is the thing with Cerise Bass and your what's her name, Kayla? Yeah, bring them two together. Maybe do something like that.
So we should do that around Christmas and surprise, or like you said, have Reese come on. Yeah. Start at 7, kick it, and then have Reese come on like at 7:15, 7:30.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Sounds good. So that'll be our like first little shoot, or like I said, this is more of the producing part, but I want to bore you guys with that. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Or are we?
Well, I want to say this too. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say, so is there any funny moments that might have caught y'all's attention during this show?
Yes. Go ahead, though. Go ahead first, right?
No, you go ahead. You start.
I got it. It's got to be the Joe Bear interview, man. That was so hilarious.
That's it, man.
he just put the phone down like, yeah, I'm about to go on by my day. Like, sir, we're doing an interview right now. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, he thought he was just talking.
Yeah, but that is the atmosphere we want to bring. But it was just funny because we were all looking at each other. Mom was like, "Judge, you gotta pick the phone up." He was like, "Oh,
yeah."
That was hilarious, man.
That's number one on mine too, because that's the one I was thinking about.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what comes to mind for me. And a lot of the people, if there's anybody out there listening, they won't know this, but while we're shooting and talking, the camera usually goes to whoever's talking, and it'll be one of us who asks the question, and then the guests as they answer the question. Our producer likes to walk off sometimes, and he leaves the scene. And for people that don't know Craig is a guy. He's in shape. He's lifted weights. He's in shape. Nice guy. So he eats. And he make me hungry every time he comes back. He'll have food. And every time he gets up, I'll be wondering to myself, like, what's he coming back with?
I never knew that. I didn't even know that, Vince.
I'm like, what's he gonna be eating when he come back with? I'll be staring too.
No,
and then a couple
funny,
times, Skip was like, I gotta eat when we get off. As soon as we get done, he'd be like, I gotta eat.
I'll be getting right off of work, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got that late shift, so I'll be right off work. Like, I need to get some food in before I start this. Otherwise, I'll be mad. Oh, man. So what about, so that is your one, Mark?
That's my one, man. Because I be hungry. I seriously be looking to see what you coming back with to eat. I be like, man.
Yeah, I actually ate before this, before we got on this one. So
I did too.
so the Joe Bear one is the one for you, Mark, or you got another one?
Yeah, no. That one for sure. And then I think another funny one. I'm going through all of them. I think. Well, I ain't gonna say this. I'm gonna say, yeah, pull it up for sure. Pull it up. But I'm gonna say the one that surprised me the most is, so listen to me. Vince, I don't know if you remember this, but when you ask a Dub his best shooter, his best rebound, all those questions you asked him, I've been asking that fool that since I left college. You know what he tell me every time? What? Man, I love all y'all the same, man. It ain't no best. That's what I remember. I told you prep. I was like, you asking to see if he tell you, because when I asked him his top 5, or he always beat around the bush. And as soon as you ask him, I'm over here looking like, man, this fool. But another one too that I liked. I know I keep going back to
Jared Curl,
man. People don't know how to right here.
And so then listen, so somebody in front of me was like,
everybody see him as coach, but I don't really think they see him how important he is.
Right.
And then another thing too, why I got both L on there, I think I'm 9 for 9 for the cut bench start. Everybody say the same thing every time I ask them those 3 questions.
Don't do this to me.
Don't come on, don't do this to me. Ooh, that's a tough one.
All right, can you guys see it?
Yes,
let's pull it up. All right, so this was funny too, though. This little anecdotal story.
Even better than AC Creed. Daryl looked at me and looked at him. He said, "Even better than that, motherfucker."
Vince, this new guest to our show. Go ahead, Vince.
No, I swear y'all think I'm lying. I'm sitting in the stands. That's exactly how the conversation went. Say even better than that, motherfucker.
That's all that matters. My first question for you, Judge: why Southwestern? Out of all the great PSL schools you could have went to, even putting Persian in there, why Southwestern?
Southwestern, I went because Barry Watson. He was a family. And he had got the job, and he begged my mom for me to come, and I went there.
Multitasking.
That was the reason I went to.
Yeah, for sure. Then he took his medicine too.
Yeah, he did. Southwestern. I know you were recruited by Michigan State, Kentucky, Indiana, but the thought was you were going to go to UCLA because of your style of play, and it was UCLA style. Why it ended up Michigan?
Well, I wanted my family and friends to be able to watch me play. And
I know he was doing that. I know he was doing that.
Leslie Rockymore played there, Eric Turner.
Yeah, I know. I think this is it right here. Hold on.
Kept going. We still do things, but not the
yeah, just black screen, bro.
Judge, you got to pick up your phone.
Okay,
hey, look how you was looking. You funny, Mark.
So we just took it with a grain of salt. Kept going. We still do things, but not the basketball games.
Judge, you got to pick up your phone so we can see you.
Oh, okay, can y'all see me? I'm sorry.
There we go.
Yeah. So we didn't. We.
So I got a question. I got a question for you, Craig. What's our most viewed episode we did?
So actually, it's the man, y'all gonna see what kind of.
I think it's the Vince. What's the? I don't know why I can't remember his name, but the one who got the training academy.
Yeah, he just over like our most viewed one was the Derek Nix.
Oh, Derek Nix?
Yeah, was that. But then
Terry Boykin.
He just took over.
Terry Boykins.
Yeah, he just took over our because we're sitting at let's see.
Terry Boykin, as affectionately known as Jelly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's got 100. We got 150 views on the Terry Boykin.
We got 147 on
147 on Knicks. Yeah.
And then scroll up because Reese was shooting up too.
Reese was our fastest growing. And
He's at 61 already.
Yeah. Yeah, she got to 61.
He passed a lot of people.
Yeah, like in a matter of, I think basically a lot of people was watching it. Not sure what we did. I got to look into it. I don't know if it was just more, because when I looked at the stats, it was mostly external. So I'm assuming that it came from sharing the actual link. So that was, like I said, the fastest one that shot up. But like I said, yeah, the most viewed one is Terry Boykin, and then Derek Nix, and then surprisingly, Benny is our third. Or no, K Felder, actually, my fault.
K Felder.
The first one. Now, see, that's another thing, guys, that I've been struggling with. Is I'm trying to figure out how or what the best way for our audience to consume our content. Because you have people who don't want to watch 40, 45 minutes, you know? I mean, and that's one thing I kind of wanted to try to figure out. And I've been testing the waters on both. It kind of seems like we do get more views if I put it all together, because it's like, as evidence with the K Felder, that the first one got 74 views. The second one, I think, was only at like 20 something. So then not everybody finished the interview. So I think I will keep it that way.
I think we just need not clickbait, but yeah, clickbait in a positive way. So I think we should just, like you say, launch the interviews, the whole interview, but then just pick, like, one thing I like that you do is before the interview come on, you show like a little snippet, like when we was watching The Judge, when you took that simple part, put that first, and then went into the interview. Yeah. So we can use those for like clickbaits, or like before the interview come out, you'll clip up a little 15-second and then post it on social media. So I think, like you said, we gotta stick to our guns, but just keep, like you said, just keep working at it. And that's kudos to you, because you've really been doing the hard work, the hard lifting, for sure.
Yeah, like I've just been trying to
maybe just make the interviews like maybe 40 minutes long. You know, so that we don't outrun, keep our content about 40 minutes, 45 at the most, or, whatever you think we can keep people interested.
Yeah, I think that 40, 45 minute mark, ideally, and then this really just depends on the content, man. I mean, I think at this point, our fan base is, older. So they're going to probably more likely be wanting to watch, longer videos. But again, I think we just to break in two different avenues. Like I said, we need to get a little younger as far as some of our guests, because that's who watches YouTube, right? So, well, not all, but it's
not most. Because my niece, like I told you,
she found it, right?
My niece came. My sister and my mom and all them came down to Ohio to see me. My niece come in and said, "Hey, Uncle, I seen you on YouTube." I'm like, "Huh?" She's like, "Yeah, I seen you and your friends' emojis." And I'm like, wow, that's crazy, because I didn't even tell her.
Right, you didn't tell her, you just found it out.
But then again, as it started making you think, we got to start watching our content and cussing and all that too, because my niece only 8. She's only 8 years old. How did you find that on YouTube?
Right. Yeah. No, it is a young person's avenue as far as watching, getting information. But like I said, I think if we keep it to 40, 45 minutes, they can watch it in parts. Because again, like I said, I don't want to, if you're really interested, I don't want to take that away by doing it in 2 parts, because again, like YouTube sometimes be tripping, man. Like it don't even give, notifications out if you don't have the right notification set. And then there's a different thing you got to do in your phone versus on your computer on how to get notifications, because you could turn the notifications on the phone, but you got to actually, in a YouTube app, but you actually got to go into your phone to make sure that the notifications are coming to the phone as far as popping up. So, and then we gotta get who the fans want, because you gotta think about it. If we got Michael Jordan on this podcast, people gonna listen 2 hours, 3 hours. Yeah, like you said, we just gotta get the people. We gotta get people that they want to see. And like you said, the first, like we all had this conversation.
with anything you start up, it's going to be trials and tribulations. You're going to struggle in the beginning, but once it start picking up traction and we start getting those guests, man, watch the numbers spike up and watch. Like you said, we just in that trial and error stage, which I think that's still not bad, because if you look at some of the, I looked at one of the videos you sent me, some of the people you was like, we need to watch, blah, blah, blah. And I look on there, and they only got 1,000 people. They had 1,000 people look at their stuff, but that's 2-3 years ago.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And it took them to get that much. And like you said, we got 150. We just started. You know what I'm saying? So I've been paying attention, but we got to move at our own pace.
Yeah, no, for sure. And that's what I'm saying. We're obviously doing this because we, you guys love to talk about sports. I love to produce. So it's more of a relationship that, I'm not really concerned about, the money aspect of it, but I do want people to watch it. I mean, that in itself satisfies me, someone watching something that I've created, you know what I mean? So that's what I get.
How about maybe doing a couple of the shows live?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. I mean, because that way, we can
do that.
People can come on and ask questions.
Yeah.
Maybe interact with somebody that, because let's say that we have Reese on, and, Kayla Howe and, the little female basketball players that I know, they might want to talk, but what about other basketball players that just might be seeing that and being like, hey, I'd like to know something.
No, you're right. You're definitely right.
Wait, somebody calling now?
Oh, we might have to do an episode, Craig, with his shirt off.
No.
Hello? Top on the internet.
Hello?
Oh, don't tell us we got to call in.
I don't know. It might be. No, it might have been one of them. What am I doing?
FaceTiming?
Yeah, I didn't mean to do that.
I'm about to say they're trying to FaceTime in.
Hey, I don't know if it is a call. I don't know. Let's see. Hello. 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 Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it, man.
It seemed like somebody trying to call in because they called in, but they called back, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Is that do their number?
Wait, what was the number, bro? Hello? Hello? Somebody trolling.
I heard it say the call was started to beep. I said somebody from prison. They called.
Nah, somebody trolling. They got I use this app, so I don't know. Somebody probably found it, saw the live, and call in, and that's why I didn't want to put my real phone number up there. But I mean that's what it is. So now I got to somehow turn that off though, because I don't want my phone keep ringing in all times of hours and.
Or just keep it on while we on and then turn it off.
Yeah. I'll just
right. Any publicity is good publicity. That's what my man Easy said.
He's calling right now.
Yeah.
Keep calling.
We got somebody else on the line. Who is this? Holly Berry.
Press 1 to start the call or 2 to decline. The call will start at the beep.
Yo.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, that sounds like a fax machine.
Yeah, somebody over here tripping, man. We do got one watcher, so I don't know who it is, but hello, if that's you calling, you can say something. Even if it's negative, whatever, man. Just if you want to say something, just don't play games.
No, I think that might be like you said. Like you said, we might. Did you try it out before you did that?
Yeah. No, that's it. Because what was the phone number? Wasn't it 451?
Press 1 to start. The call will start at the beep.
813-451-7359.
Yeah. So that's what's ringing on my phone. So that means that someone's using it. But they're not saying anything like right now. I don't know if it hung up. Hello, are you there? Hello? Yes, hello. Who's this? Hey, bro.
That's all.
Hey, bro.
That's
like
funny.
I said, yeah, I mean.
At least he said something, though. This time.
Hey, but look, we reached somebody that probably ain't. I mean, I would hope that's none of the people that we know. So I guess we reached somebody else, and thank you for watching and tuning in and calling. So appreciate it. I mean,
My wife.
No, terrible.
Telling you it's time to get off.
So
Oh,
it is
wow.
what it is. But so anything else, guys? You want? I mean, because I don't know how long we've been going.
No, but like I said, I'm excited to go into season 2.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's so much more we can do, so many more ways to grow this thing.
They don't want to let us be great. Let's try it one more time.
We'll start at the beat.
All right, just talk to us, man. What's going on? What's on your mind?
I just wonder how many niggas it takes for.
See?
Sound like a female.
Yeah.
That sounded like a woman.
And that sounded like some racist stuff too. But hey, man.
What did they say?
Yeah, I'd rather not repeat it, but something about how many N-words. But this is the world we live in.
No, for sure.
You know,
we love you anyway.
Right.
Thank you for watching.
It's just you know, I don't know. I don't want to go. I'll say this. I've been at home too much. I need out of this house. I've been thinking too much. But you guys want to go political? I mean, I don't even care, man. Like, it's just that in itself shows me, like.
Answer one more time. Let's see what you say.
Hung up.
He said go political. Craig's about to go in on the whole Trump Biden.
Well, I mean, it's just like we're sitting here being positive, right? Just doing what we do. And someone found our video, right? Live or whatever. And they felt the need to call in and make racist statements. For what? We ain't been political.
I'm gonna say this though. This one thing I can say, Craig, and Vince, I know we all talk about this off camera. There's good black people. There's bad people. There are good white people. There are bad white people. So at the end of the day, man, it's like you said, how you was raised.
Decline. Press 1 to start the call or 2 to decline. The call will start at the beep.
Anything else?
How many niggas it takes to begin?
But I'm gonna tell you, I look at it a different perspective.
What's that? How do you look at it?
I think that's good. I think it's good because they're showing the world how ignorant they are. You know, and to be honest with you, you're looking at 2.5 young brothers, because I'm kind of old. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, they're positive. They're doing positive things. Yeah. And the fact that somebody, I mean, what did Cat Williams say? You got to have haters.
No, you do.
We got our first hater. Now we got one. We need 3.
Next season.
6. Yeah, next season. Don't hate us because you ain't us.
Hey, next season we need 3 haters.
Yeah, man. It's still just.
It's a like you said, the world we live in, man, and it's so crazy, man, because it goes back so far.
They're bored. Like, why do you keep calling and then not even saying anything? That's what I don't understand.
Press 1 to start. The call will start at the beep.
I don't know if it's the software, but if you got something to say, just let's talk. What's up?
Man, I knew it's like a big.
It said the same thing every time. That might be like
you think it's a
voice recorder. Yeah, because it say the same thing every time and then hang up.
Okay. But it did sound different though when they first called in though, didn't it? Like, because one was screaming and the other. It could be different people. I don't know. Yeah, like but I know what I heard though, as far as the first one though, or that last second call. Sure. But let me just get this thing off now. I don't even know how to do it, but let's just move on. So like I said, second season, we'll be doing different. It won't just be more focused on players. It'll be different people, but still with a sports background. So we may even get political, actually. So.
I mean, it can't hurt us to branch off into the political world.
Right, but it's good to have somebody that's political on the call that can, that can help us, if that makes sense.
I mean, I do got a degree in political science, so.
Okay, well,
yeah, I didn't know that,
but
yeah, no, I really would like to have Jules on. Real cool brother. Like,
wow, man, did he just hit us with that?
Yeah, no, but I feel
What's your degree in, Skip?
Communications, and my minor is children's literature for the young.
Ooh, my degree is in psychology with a minor in criminal justice. There, buddy.
Okay, psychologist.
Yeah, right. So we I mean, that's what I'm saying. We got some. Yeah, we
got some education on this show.
Some education, but
yeah, we got that paperwork.
I feel like, yeah, I definitely want to get Jules on. I want to get Wealthy, the owner of Wealthy, on. I mean, I want to try to see, I don't know, like I said, with Dave, he's got that link in between, the Ball brothers. I'd like to get Leangelo on, since he is signed here in Detroit now. They're doing a Toys for Tots at the Oakland Fieldhouse. So, we actually, I don't know if you're going to be back, Marvin. We should maybe see if we can go up there and maybe shoot. But that's another thing. Like I said, I do believe we need to get more equipment, for the lives and all that. Because I mean, we can do it off the phone.
Get a backdrop too. Yeah, we need a backdrop too.
I was going to say this, man. And of course, I love my father. I'm not trying to toot his horn, but my father played for the Globetrotters, and right now he does that NBA Cares stuff, and they do a lot of, like, him and Jalen Rose, and as a matter of fact, Derek Coleman and Terrence Wheeler. They do a lot for the community. We need to be out there and shoot one of our shows live at one of those events, man, and just see if we can't get one of them to come on. But it'd also be good to do something good for the community and for them to see our show out promoting something good.
Yeah, hold on, guys. This is hold on.
We're still trying to cut
the
phone off.
Start at the beat.
I don't know. Somebody, hello. You're on. Hello.
Yeah. Power Storm's.
I don't know what that is. Like, I got a whole bunch of calls and everything on this app. I don't know. Maybe I need to just get a second phone, man. Because these apps might be something else, something different.
Or you could get a second number with Google.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people do that. You get a second number with Google. You ain't got to get a whole new phone. That's another expense.
Well, yeah. Actually, and then this is all right.
That's gonna drive Craig crazy.
That's
funny. It is for sure.
No, it's just funny. That's what I just did. I just cut it off. I have no patience for that. But anyhow, but yeah, we if we're gonna go live and all that, we need to invest in a camera. Like from different events and all that. But I mean, I guess we could use the phones. I mean, these phones have gotten so wild now, where I mean, people are actually shooting movies off of like the 12 Max,
Yeah.
So
I got that 12, and it's a bad boy.
Yeah, so maybe we can just use the phone, because it's all the same. I mean, it's shooting, and I think the phone's shooting 4K actually.
And I got an iPad too, so
yeah, even the iPads as well. So yeah, maybe I'll reach out to Dave. I know he's kind of. Man, this whole COVID thing. I know he got shut down again. So,
I didn't know that.
Well, I mean, not shut down, but I don't think he can have as many people in there according to the new guidelines here in Michigan. I think you can do private training, but you can't have a bunch of people in there.
Gym open.
Yeah, the gym open. So, but I'll reach out to him and see if he wants us to cover it. Are you gonna be back? You'll be back too, right, Vince? For Christmas?
Yeah, I am coming in for Christmas.
So the thing is, my mom and them coming up here for Christmas. So you gotta let me know what days, and then I can shoot down there. But I know for Christmas they coming down here.
Oh, they are going down there. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, either way, we can still do it.
What's the number, fellas?
What number?
for the call in. It is.
Yeah.
I deleted it. I burned the number, so it ain't working no more. But if it's somebody you know that wants to call in, just you can give my number. Somebody you know.
Okay. What? Text it to me.
You don't know my number off the...
But I do, but I didn't want you to say it over the air.
No, I'm not gonna say it.
Okay, never mind.
You got it. That's what I'm saying. Don't you got the text message?
Yeah, I got your number. We've been friends for what, over 30 years?
Man.
20 years?
Yeah, 20 years, bro. Yeah.
Boy, you old.
I know. Ty, like, that's how I know I'm old. Ty, like, in college, bro. I remember when he was a little kid running around in diapers, bro.
Yeah. I gotta say too on the show while we're live, I got to give a massive shout out to my son, man. This kid, coming from a family of basketball players, my father for the Globetrotters, my brother at McDonald's High School All-American, me playing at a high level. This kid decided he wanted to go out and make his own path, man. Decided to play baseball. And, he's a 6'3" lefty right now pitching in North Carolina, pitching in college. They're saying he's probably going to go to the draft either after this season or next season. And, man, proud is not the word, man. He is doing that thing.
Yo, what's going on? Who's this? Hello.
Man.
Oh,
hello,
what's up?
man.
Coach Gildersleeve. What's up? Marcus Gildersleeve.
What's going on, Marcus?
Yes, sir. How you guys doing today?
Doing all right.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Just enjoying the Christmas spirit, man.
And for people that do not know, Marcus Gildersleeve is a college football coach who actually was Michael Vick's running back. This guy, man, his football knowledge is off the charts. He's my go-to guy when it comes to football. What's good, Coach?
Man, nothing much. Just taking one day at a time and making the most out of this COVID situation and trying to absorb as much sports as I can, virtually on TV and reading publications. So taking care of the family. That's about it.
No, that's right, man. Well, bless you. But so are we gonna be able to get you on as a guest during this season?
Yes, of course, man. Just send me an invite. I'd love to have that opportunity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll set it up.
Okay. Well, our producer Craig he can hear you now too. So we're gonna lock you in. You just gave us your word.
Yes, sir. Just give me a date. I need at least 24 hours notice so I can make sure it happens. But other than that, man, I'm there.
Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely gear up. I mean, especially since the playoffs are about to start with football and all that. So, that'll actually be right on time.
Okay, and since we got you now, man, who's gonna win the Super Bowl?
Who's gonna win the Super Bowl? Man, I'm a football guy. I don't like that. They got to play the games, but the Pittsburgh Steelers look like they've got some things going, and you can't. Patrick Mahomes, he doesn't like to be called Pat. The Chiefs are hard to bet against. So my two favorites to win it are the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Chiefs. And then there's a quarterback by the name of Tom Brady that I really wouldn't bet against. And then Bruce Arians is a very good football coach. They've got a very good defense. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. And, if they get that thing together in Tampa Bay, you're going to have a quarterback that really knows what he's doing in those particular situations. You know what I'm saying? So,
absolutely.
So, well, while we got you on here, what do our Lions need to do? We just fired our coach and our GM. What do we need to do to win?
Oh man, they got to go. It's all about. They're all professional players, and it's all about personnel. At some point, the players got to go out there and play and win. The Lions are so low. I really can't analyze their personnel. I don't follow the Lions very much. But you get you a winning quarterback and a winning running back, you have a chance to win some games. They probably should start with drafting winning players at particular positions: quarterback, running back, left tackle, and some defense. So, and that's nothing that anybody else doesn't know. So,
yeah.
Well, let me ask you this, okay? Because Jim Caldwell was there, and Jim Caldwell went to the playoffs, and they said that wasn't good enough, and then they bring in Matt Patricia. Was it just his system different from or not compatible to the personnel, or?
Well, the NFL, every you're only as good as your last game. And, football's a what have you done for me lately type of deal. And one year doesn't necessarily carry over to the next. And you can see that this year in national football, like in college football, like LSU was a national champion last year. And then this year, every team is separate from the other. You understand what I'm saying? Especially when you start changing the leadership as well. So I don't think you can kind of carry over to the next year and say, okay, this year, no, you don't literally start from scratch because you have returning players, but each team is separate. Each team's mission is different year from year. What motivates that team and makes that team pull it together and win that game changes every year, especially when you insert new people.
I like that. So,
but you guys are going to waste a lot of Wi-Fi talking football in Detroit Lions. I'm pretty sure about that.
Yeah, trying to tear it all the way down, man. Like I said,
okay. Hey, the last question I'm gonna ask you is, where's Bieniemy gonna be next year?
Man, that coaching carousel is so political, and those guys have those jobs a week before you hear about it. I promise you. Okay, especially in at those higher levels, there's closed door meetings and conversations. Not saying any of it's inappropriate, but by the time it hits the internet and this guy's a candidate, the guy who's probably getting the job already knows he's got the job, and then the other guy's probably told, hey, if Vince doesn't take it, you're gonna get it. And Vince is waiting for me not to get it. And, if you let it out, you're surely not going to get the job. So I don't really – that coaching stuff, man, I just wait till they announce it, because if you're not at the dinner table, then you're eating somewhere else. You don't really know what's going on. So, but he deserves an opportunity. The guy's got a great track record, and he's shown that he can coach winning football. So.
My last question for you. Give me your Mount Rushmore top five NFL players of all time.
Top 5 NFL players of all time.
Yeah.
Barry Sanders, Walter Payton, and they're not all going to be running backs. Lawrence Taylor, Leon. I'm a Cowboys fan. I don't necessarily put Leon Lett on Mount Rushmore, but man, Leon Lett was a bad boy now, on that front. Shoot, man, that's a tough question. Mount Rushmore, can you do it by position? Because I can name 5. Well, give me one position to pick from, and that'll help me out.
Give me your top 5 running backs of all time.
Top 5 running backs of all time. Well, Barry, Walter, Eric Dickerson, Marcus Allen, and I really like Marshall Faulk. So a lot of people disagree with that. I ain't trying to go back. I can go back in the 60s and 70s. Right. I wasn't even born when that stuff was happening. So I'm just trying to go with stuff from what I've seen compared to when I was playing. I tried to get guys, and I know Marcus Allen. He's way back there, but I was a kid and he was playing when I was cognizant and conscientious of football. So that's kind of the pool of people that I pick from. I know people want to put Jim Brown in there regardless. I don't. I never really seen that play. I've seen a couple of highlights of that. And that might show my ignorance of football. So go ahead.
So what's the chances of us seeing Coach Gildersleeve on the sidelines again anytime soon?
Oh, it's slim to none. God is good, and I'm gonna get back into football right now. I'm in private business, and when the time is right, things will line up. Hopefully, one day there'll be an opportunity presented before me to allow me, and it'll all line up with my family and the coaching opportunity. But I will tell you this: that South Carolina might win a national championship. They hired a Hokie. They hired Frank Beamer's son.
Oh wow!
So
how bad was
maybe some Hokie. Say what?
How bad was Mike Vick?
How bad was he? I'll tell you a story. When Mike Vick was a redshirt freshman, one of my closest friends played football at the University of Tennessee. Travis Stevens, he was a running back there. He was after Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry. I think he may have the single season rushing record there. And I came home and we were joshing around, and I told him this was the year they won the national championship with T. Martin. I said, man, we got a quarterback better than T. Martin, and he hadn't played a game yet. So, one thing I will say is the things he did on TV, we don't really practice. We don't really practice that. When he did his thing, all that improvisation, the improv.
Mm-hmm.
But the guy is, physically, he's top 1% in running, jumping, throwing, catching, and then he's not a small guy. He's not a 6'4" guy, but he's not a 5'10" guy either. So, he had the whole package. He's the best athlete on the field, who touches the ball 95% of the time. So you're going to get some production from that, and he's intelligent. He's not just a runner and a jumper. I mean, he can process, and he understands concepts, and he's a leader. He was a leader as well, led by vocally and by example. So, I saw him in person. What people get from him on the media with the troubles he's been through, I think it paints an unfair picture of whom he really is. Obviously, since Fox News and all these national publications will put him on TV, that should give people a better idea of how much respect a lot of people have for him.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, we don't want to give away too much because we want to have some stuff, some content. So we can definitely get into that on our next interview with you, man. Like I said, we'll get it all set up.
Was he the fastest guy on the team?
Was Mike Vick the fastest guy on the team?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I mean, we had a guy who played wide receiver, his name's Andre Davis. I mean, he was so fast. I mean, he qualified for NCAAs without even, he played football all year. And when football season was over, the next track meet, he'd go out there and qualify for the NCAAs outright. Not a provisional time, but qualifying 200-meter time.
Wow.
So, if you're talking just raw running, no. But with the football in his hand, with the helmet, then he's fast. But the other thing you got to realize is that when you have a guy with that type of speed, the magnitude of it at the quarterback position, because a lot of defenses really, I don't know if this is the correct way to say this, they're really not planning to stop the quarterback run. You know what I'm saying? So, his above average exceptional speed at that position makes him even that much faster. So on the football field, yeah, it appears as if he's the fastest person out there. But long answer to your question, there were a couple guys. There's a guy named Larry Alston on our team, and we had a couple other 4.2, 4.3 guys on our team. So
the reason I asked that is Tyreek Hill is going to race Adam Shetler. He's going to give him a 40-yard head start on national television.
How far are they running?
100 yards.
100 yards? Nah, he ain't going to catch him. I don't think that's too far, man. I mean, he'd have to trip. I think he'd have to trip. If he's going to make up 40, even to beat somebody by 40 yards in 100 yards, he's going to be on a motorcycle.
That's deep. Yeah.
He said he's going to wear pads, too.
Yeah, no, that's entertainment purposes. He might could give him 25 yards, 40 yards. That's half the field. Yeah, you're gonna run some. You just imagine a guy with a football on the 50-yard line and you're on the goal line. You're gonna catch him before he scores. No, you're not gonna do that. He's a fast. Tyreek Hill is fast. He ain't that fast. No.
Okay.
So.
Well, I look forward to having you on, man. I appreciate you.
Me too.
Yes, sir. Hey, I appreciate you guys, man. Just let me know, man. Give me 24 hours notice, man. Give me a heads up on what we may talk about, and I'll dig in this old mind and see what I can jog my memory on, and I'm sure I'll enjoy it.
All right, we do appreciate you, bro.
Thanks for calling in.
Have a good one.
Yep. All right, bye.
All right. So
but we had one productive caller.
Yeah. Thank you for evening that out. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it could have just been a robocall, but I don't know. But yeah, so I guess we can end up wrapping this up. I think actually we probably should do an episode here soon. I don't know, maybe tomorrow or Tuesday. Let me know what works best for you guys. Maybe, like I said, we wanted to enter that Pistons space. I'm excited for the Pistons. I mean, they got a lot of young talent on their team now, you know. So, you not excited, man?
Heck no. Heck no.
Why?
I'm not excited. Pistons gonna fall. They might not even finish top 9 in the conference.
Of course not. But then we got the 2021 draft, man. You know who's coming out?
Yeah, but still, man, we still need more help, man. We need some big time players. We got Blake, so? But Blake getting all beat up. Yeah, man.
That's not how the whole.
I'm gonna tell you this.
I was gonna say you have to keep Blake healthy.
Yeah, you do. But let me ask you this, just out of curiosity: when New Jersey get healthy, can the Pistons beat New Jersey?
No,
absolutely
not
not.
right now.
Can they beat Boston?
Maybe.
No.
This season.
No, listen to me. And what's that just signed that big contract too? Y'all seen that?
Who?
Jason Tatum.
Oh yeah.
Man, Jason Tatum is cold. Jaylen Brown cold.
Right.
Kimba cold. Pistons can't beat them.
But that's what I'm saying. Do you think that with some of the players we drafted, can it be a Jason Tatum? I mean, nobody knew Jason Tatum was going to be Jason Tatum. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
they signed Gordon Hayward, and then Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown came in and basically made him irrelevant. So, but he was crazy. He still got money. He
just signed a big deal in Charlotte.
I know. What's wrong with Mike?
Hey, Mike was a great player. He's not a great GM.
But no, what I'm excited for that we have movement. Like our team was so stagnant. Like, but even though when we had wait, is Van Gundy coaching? I swear I seen that. Is he coaching?
I don't know.
No,
I see that.
I swear I saw he was coaching. Who's coaching over at the Pelicans now? Who's the coach for the Pelicans? Didn't they get rid of whatchamacall?
They did fire
I'm about to look it up. I swear I saw Stan Van Gundy's coaching the Pelicans. I swear I saw that somewhere. Let me look it up right now.
But I'm going to tell you this, man. You better look out for Worldwide West. Stan Gundy is the head coach of
the
Stan Van Gundy is at Pelicans.
I knew it. They about to ruin that. Sorry.
But here's the deal. He's not even a good Van Gundy. His brother is a much better coach than him.
Stan coached us, Detroit, and ruined us. Had Josh Smith on our damn roster paying them money for over 5 years. We just got rid of that.
But that wasn't. I ain't gonna lie to you. That Josh Smith was cold. Josh Smith was cold on the line.
But man,
I mean, you got to.
He didn't play in that system. Like I didn't think that was a good system.
Hey, watch Worldwide West and the Knicks.
The Knicks.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that because he about to make some movements, especially with the relationships and all.
Let me just make my point about the Pistons and why I'm excited. Is because, like I said, all the crap that we going through, and I don't know that you need big names. I mean, like I said, the 04 Pistons, we just need continuity. Like that team, I don't even think
either though.
I don't even think Blake Griffin, like I said, yeah, he's getting old, but I think Blake Griffin can serve a purpose for say Sadiq Bey.
So let me just ask you. Let me just ask you this, there, just out of curiosity: who in the NBA right now is compared to Chauncey? Who in the NBA is a Chauncey?
Nobody. No. Not that I know of. But
who's in the NBA that's a rip?
It's not there. But what my point is that we have young talent that we don't know what they're going to be. So that's exciting.
At one point in time, we always got new talent. I mean, young talent.
Yeah, but who was our GM that was doing it though? Troy Weaver has a history of success, right?
Yeah, but Detroit. I mean, I'm just not excited. I'm happy you're excited, but I'm not excited. I'm not excited about the Pistons. No.
Yeah, I think because it's different. I think because you have to look. Okay, are they going to be better in Toronto? No. Better in Boston? No.
But wait. Let me just interrupt because when I'm saying I'm excited, I'm not excited that they're going to make any noise. But what I'm excited for is that it's heading at least in a direction that's different than what we've been seeing.
Yeah, but in basketball is wins and losses. We can go in the right direction and still go.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is that at least we're making headway to at least look or at least get to a point where we can start winning games. We're probably like a year or two out. But again, that's from a fan perspective. You know what I mean?
If you need a bucket, who you going to? If the game tied up and you need a bucket, who you going to?
Well, we're gonna see what this Killian dude made of. I just saw a thing that he's starting.
Heck no.
He's starting.
He ain't that. There ain't nobody there. That's like ain't nobody at the Pistons. I ain't excited. But like you said,
I guess we'll see, man. Like I said, we'll see what we'll see.
Because they bring all the same players to here. Man, all those people they picked up is all almost the same player.
What you mean? The Grants and the
they play the same. That's what I'm saying. Grant and Josh Jackson almost the same person.
But isn't that what the league is? And Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum the same person? They play the same?
No. You
don't think they play the same?
Do not. Heck no.
What's different?
Man, Jason Tatum play more like Jason Tatum is cold, bro. And he got similarities to Kobe, bro. Similarities. I ain't saying
you ain't seen Jaylen Brown do nothing like that?
Man, not like how Jason Tatum be doing it.
Okay, so so here's the deal. We've got pieces. If Derrick Rose is healthy, that's a killer. Okay. Jahlil Okafor was supposed to be better than what he is. I don't know what's going on. He coming out of Duke. I don't know. Okay. Of course, Blake Griffin.
Yeah, Blake cool.
Yeah, he's cool. Josh Jackson.
That's my. I'll go with Josh. This is the thing. They gotta all stay out of trouble. They gotta stay out of trouble. Josh Jackson coming back home. It's never good for a player of that caliber, who that player is, to all come back home.
Okay, well, let me ask you this: locker room is so important, right?
Right.
You got a veteran on there like Trevor Ariza.
No, we traded him. He's no longer on there.
Oh, we got rid of him?
Yeah, they got rid of him.
I was going to say Trevor Ariza would have
been different. I didn't know that. I didn't know. If Trevor Ariza was there, then I would have been excited.
What?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Trevor Ariza.
Absolutely.
Trevor Ariza, I would have been excited. He's a winner.
No, he is a winner. No, he is.
And he's gonna infect the locker room in a positive way.
And he'll smack you.
Yeah,
that's basically what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
But supposedly all these guys are high quality guys. Like that's what
I'm saying. You need that one guy in the locker room. Okay, for instance, let me tell you this.
Y'all don't think Blake Griffin's that guy?
As soon as I heard that the Clippers wanted to get rid of because he called them out, that says something about their organization, the Clippers.
What you mean? They called out Blake?
You talking
about Blake?
No. I'm talking about the Clippers got rid of went to the Lakers.
Oh, you talking about with the dreads?
Yeah.
Oh, Montrezl Harrell.
Montrezl Harrell.
And that was stupid. They should have never let him go.
They got rid of him because he called out players in the locker room. You know, and you're two big name players, so they can't be held accountable. Soon as they got rid of him for that, it said a lot about their organization. And then, the Lakers scooped him up and people were thinking, oh, well, what if he calls out? No, LeBron's going to run his locker room. Trevor Ariza is going to run his locker room. Mm-hmm. Stuff like that. When you've got those guys, Blake isn't going to speak up. Blake beat up his manager for questioning his sexuality.
I never heard that.
I ain't hear about that one, but Chris Paul.
You don't remember he had to apologize to the trainer? He got into a fight with
I didn't know it was because I know you're talking about when he broke his hand, right?
Yeah, they had been drinking and he made one too many jokes about possibly fighting curves.
But that was Chris Paul locker room though. Chris Paul was the
so basically you guys are saying there's no leader in that locker room.
Absolutely.
Not even Derrick Rose.
Maybe D Rose, maybe, but he's still fighting, trying to get back healthy, and it could be so. Yeah, he focused on himself right now.
So what about Dwayne
trying to get back healthy?
Track record with younger players and developing them.
Who?
Casey.
Oh, I think we do have a good coach. At least we've got a coach.
Yeah.
Dwayne Casey is a heck of a coach, and he's got something to prove.
Yeah, because they fired him when he won Coach of the Year.
Yes.
And then they came back and won the championship that next year, right?
Yeah.
Nick Nurse. I'm excited, man. Like I said, it's something different. Like I said, I got tired of seeing the same old. We trying to bring a superstar here to turn the franchise around. I think we finally drafted. Like, I'm really excited for that Sadiq Bey guy. Like, he looks like he could be.
Sadiq Bey is a great pickup.
It looks like he can be a very good NBA player. I mean, he can shoot.
The key is you're gonna have to keep Blake Griffin and D Rose healthy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Like, there's nothing to lose really. I think what it tells me that Killian Hayes is starting is that they're going to do trial by fire with him, and Derrick Rose is going to be there to help him. He actually did an interview, and it was funny because he told and now it makes more sense because he told Killian that there is no competition. I'm here to help you get better. But then at the same time, he had a compete shirt on, so I just found the irony in that. But now we see why is because Killian is actually going to be starting, so there is no competition, obviously, because Dwayne Casey's basically made him the starter of the team. I just feel like we got players that are in key positions that they have people who they can learn from, and it looks like both of them. And then what I'm talking about is Derrick Rose and Blake Griffin, especially Sadiq Bey, because I feel like Sadiq Bey's game not necessarily mirrors Blake Griffin, because obviously Blake Griffin was a lot more athletic, when he came in. But I think Sadiq Bey's game is more comparable to Blake Griffin's game now. And Blake Griffin had to get there, right? He wasn't always a shooter. I mean, he's still struggling, but I mean, he's definitely a better shooter than he was when he first came into the league. And I think that Blake Griffin can impart some of that knowledge of what he did to make his game better to Sadiq Bey, who already has it to make him better. Like I said, I'm really excited for Sadiq Bey. Killian, I don't know. Like I said, I get it. He looks a little slow, kind of. His movements or his moves look like they've been practiced. It doesn't look natural to me when I look at some of his film. Like, it looks like he's practiced on that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think he's naturally gifted as far as like being athletic. I could be wrong on that, but I just, like I said, I'm excited because we have younger players that could be something, So, and then if we don't do well, we get a good draft pick next year. I mean, we got Jalen Green, BJ Boston. I mean, there's a bunch of. The next year's draft is way better than this year's draft. So I think we're going to have to build through the draft because, like I said, this bringing former stars and all that, it's just, it's Detroit, man. Ain't nobody coming here. So, what I mean? So we need to get that out of our mind that we're going to get, somebody in their prime to come here. I mean, Jeremy Grant, we need to know what he is. I mean, he's still coming to his own. I think he can be a good player, but I think this is more of a test run for him. I think he's going to show what he got, and then he's going to be up and out of here.
So why can't Detroit get your superstars? What's wrong with Detroit? We've got. I'm asking. We've got casinos. It's 20 minutes to Canada. Downtown is beautiful.
When have we ever? I mean, name one prolific superstar we've ever had here that didn't make themselves. That wasn't homegrown. I'm going by history. Hell, I heard that Kobe was supposed to be traded.
Allen Iverson.
It. Yeah, again, he was in his. Where was he at? He wasn't in his prime. Yeah, exactly. But he wasn't in his prime. But what I'm saying is, I don't think we're ever going to be able to land that big free agency. People care about that. I mean, people want to be in nice weather. They want to be with champions. I mean, you can't fault them for that. I'm not disparaging our city. I'm just saying that. If you got the chance to go to L.A. with LeBron, or come to Detroit with snow, cold, and then really not winning, what are you going to choose?
Well, you need a GM to get out there and sell it. You want to ride on LeBron's coattails, or you want to create your own?
Right.
This is a chance for you to come here and be great. Put us on your back and show us what you can do. Right, LeBron then made his legend. Come here and make your legend.
But that's not what I mean. We know that's not what this NBA is about now. Everybody wants to team up. That is one difference in between the one era versus this era that I feel like there isn't that competition. it's the invention of super teams. Now, granted, some people can say that the Pippen, blah blah blah, blah, but I don't believe that. Like Pippen was good, but we all knew it was Jordan's team. Like,
but he
and then we
teams,
saw what happened with Pippen when he had his own team. I mean, they did all right, but they didn't. You know what I mean? Like, and then when he went to Portland,
they were all drafted.
What's that?
Yeah, they drafted Scotty.
Chicago.
They
drafted that team.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Some people do compare that and say that was a super team. Like, you know, they had Pippen, Jordan, Grant. Some people.
But they didn't have to trade. They didn't trade like how Boston or LeBron did and Chris Bosh. That was homegrown.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. I've heard that argument though. So
So could you imagine if Magic, Larry Bird, and Jordan said we're gonna play together?
Right.
And that was the U.S. Dream Team, right?
Yeah, for sure. Or if Isaiah and Magic played together, they was best friends.
Right. So I mean, like I said, I don't think that Detroit is gonna ever be in a run for we're just gonna have to draft, man. You know, and then maybe get some of these fringe players. You know, like they said, like that's why I mentioned like the 04 Pistons is because it's like those guys were hungry, they wanted something to prove or show, and they got to where they're at, but it is going to be hard, though, man. Like I said, I think a lot of people, like a lot of teams are, if they're not super teams, like you said, who's beating Brooklyn? It's nice they get healthy. You know what I mean? And then James Harden was talking about going there, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work. But
James Harden going there would be the worst thing to happen.
Yeah, for sure.
I can't wait till the end of season 2 when we had this conversation, and I can ask you, are you still excited about your Pistons?
I'm excited, brother. Like again, I'm not excited that they're gonna win. I'm just excited that
guaranteed the first thing out of his mouth gonna be man. Man.
But no, we build it. I won't be saying man because again, I'm excited for the potential. I'm not excited. I know we're not gonna win. We're gonna suck. We got to be bad, terrible. Like I mean, for real. I know we're about to be bad, but I think it'll be interesting to watch these players grow. And then,
well, you want the Pistons to be successful? Jalen Rose for general manager. I said it first. So?
That would be dope. I would like to see Jalen and that
Rose
symbol status, or is that
because you know what? I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people don't understand Jay Rose, not just for the symbolism, but look at all his documentaries. Even while he's on television, he never has a problem telling the truth. He gonna tell it like it is. Like even I don't know if you just saw his latest interview where they talked about him and Chris Webber. What's still going on with that? And he said, "You see, all 4 of us was on there." He said, "We sent out. He was supposed to do it. He didn't do it. He tells the truth, and that's what they need. The truth will set you free. It might hurt your feelings first, but it'll set you free." And Jalen Rose is a master of that. He's gonna tell it like it is,
man. So.
He could be a general manager. True, he running the whole school, a successful school. I mean, I know you can't cook. It's apples and oranges, but still,
heck yeah,
a successful school. All his kids graduate and go to college.
Jalen Rose, general manager. We win again.
Yeah,
it'd be interesting to see for sure, though.
Like I said,
that's what I want to see that anyway. Just in the NBA in general, man. Some of the old players coming back and being a GM or player development. I mean, I know they do go to player development role, but be more hands-on with the younger guys.
Oh, speaking of that, we got to get that guy, your guy from Sacramento too, man.
Oh, Galen Duncan?
Yeah.
Galen Duncan is another great guy, man. Good guy.
Well, again, I'm making my
He said, he as a matter of fact, when I texted him and said something, he was like, let's put something on the books. So we can definitely do that.
All right, so that's what we'll do here. Like I said, we're going to wrap this up. I mean, I think we've been going for like 2 hours now.
Oh, for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Doesn't even seem like that long.
Nope. All right, guys. Well, if nothing else, then we can go ahead and close out our live. And again, if you guys are watching or if you do watch this, please make sure to like, subscribe, all that, so we can grow this channel. And like I said, we want to keep bringing you guys good content.
Michigan, get rid of Harbaugh so we can win again. I'm tired of y'all breaking my heart. I'm tired of y'all breaking my heart every year.
That was one thing I don't understand why people were so excited. I mean, what did he do? What I mean, I know what he did, but I don't know why
he took San Francisco to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
But who was their quarterback?
Exactly.
That's a whole nother topic.
And then what his college success was. All right, let's not go in there. We'll talk about it later. All right, Marv, you got anything else to say, man?
No, I appreciate it. Can't wait to start season 2.
Yep. All right, guys. Peace.